Good afternoon. The low-pressure area inside the Philippine Area of Responsibility has a high potential to develop into a tropical depression on Wednesday or Thursday morning, according to Pagasa. In its 8 a.m. bulletin on Wednesday, July 2, Pagasa says that due to the LPA's close proximity to the landmass, there is a possibility that the eastern sections of northern and central Luzon may be placed under tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 as soon as the LPA develops into a tropical depression. According to weather specialist Loridin de la Cruz, the LPA is expected to bring a high chance of rain over northern Luzon, the Ilocos region, Cordillera Administrative Region, Cagayan Valley, Aurora, and Nueva Ecija on Wednesday. Meanwhile, the southwest monsoon, locally known as Habagat, is still expected to bring cloudy skies and rain over Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon. Pagasa also says that it is monitoring a tropical depression outside the Philippine Area of Responsibility. President Bongbong Marcos leads the launch of the 20 peso per kilo rice program in Bacoor, Cavite. Marcos, together with Agriculture Secretary Francisco Tiu Laurel Jr., kick off the sale of low-priced rice at the Zapote Public Market. 500 sacks of rice were allocated for the rollout, which may be purchased by senior citizens, solo parents, persons with disabilities, and beneficiaries of the Department of Social Welfare and Development's Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program. The Department of Agriculture initially launched the sale of the lower-priced rice on May 1, but the sale of the program had to be temporarily suspended until May 12 due to the public spending ban ahead of the midterm elections. In a press briefing on May 28, Marcos vowed to support the program until the end of his term, responding to critics who claimed the initiative would not be sustainable in the long run. President Marcos responded to critics who claimed the initiative would not be sustainable in the long run, telling them to watch him as he sustained the program. President Bongbong Marcos pens a short message for his mother, former First Lady Imelda Marcos, who is celebrating her birthday. In a social media post, President Marcos greets her mother, who turns 96 years old on Wednesday, July 2. The president expresses his appreciation for her mother's strength and love that continues to guide them. He says that he is grateful for her presence. In a separate social media post, First Lady Liza Arneto Marcos thanks her mother-in-law for the love and courage she continues to share with them. Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri discloses a new bloc composed of 4 veteran senators has been formed in the new Senate and says he openly prays for a new leadership in this chamber. Zubiri calls their group the Veteran Bloc, consisting of himself, Senators Tito Soto, Ping Lacson, and Loren Legarda. In an interview, Zubiri says he prefers a Senate leader who will keep protecting the integrity and traditions of the Senate rather than someone who has a dictatorial type of leadership. Zubiri adds that he is not satisfied with the leadership of the Senate and he is open to supporting other candidates for Senate presidency. Zubiri himself led the upper chamber from July 2022 until he was replaced by incumbent Senate President Chis Escudero in May 2024. According to Zubiri, he would prefer to discuss issues in closed-door caucuses instead of openly debating them on the Senate floor. Zubiri then says that he is praying for a new leadership in the Senate. Zubiri admits that their group was initially pushing for Soto to be the new Senate president, but noted the pronouncements of some colleagues that Escudero still has the support of the majority of 13 of 24 senators. Soto has repeatedly expressed his readiness to lead the Senate anew should he get the support of the majority senators. If not, the former Senate chief said he is also willing to serve as the minority leader in the chamber. When asked if the veteran bloc would become the new minority group if Soto fails to get the Senate leadership, Zubiri says that it is a possibility. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.